Good evening, my name is Bobby Hall, and tonight I'm going to present you a PowerPoint presentation in regards to ethical and legal issues facing teachers. This PowerPoint was done by myself, Molly Cook, and Sydney White. First of all, as educators, we must be in the local parental status. We must be the parents and guardians of kids. And this means that we have to set a great example for kids in regards to dress code, grading them fairly, plagiarism, immoral conduct, these things right here are ethical issues that we must be mindful of as educators because we are setting an example for the students. I'm going to hit on some high points in regards to ethical and unethical issues in regards to professional conduct. First of all, we must behave as professionals, and we should always speak as professionals when we are around kids because truly educators are on duty 365 days out of the year. Things that are unethical in regards to professional conduct are harassment, profanity, to name two of the four, also violence and neglect. Trustworthiness is another characteristic all educators should have. We look at being truthful. Is one thing in regards to being ethical. One thing that we must always be mindful of that kids listen to everything we say and handle everything we say. So we must be very fair and treat everyone fair in regards to being trustworthy. Things that are unethical would be showing favoritism, big thing that we might have in some schools. Teacher and student relationship. Teachers should always be a positive role model for kids. We are in a position of trust and nurturing, so we must be the mentor for the kids. And unethical things such as child endangerment, drugs, harassment, anything that puts a child's safety in jeopardy, we should be very mindful of as educators. Conduct. Things that are unethical. Just recently we passed a law in regards to getting gifts from kids and from parents. It's unlawful in regards to get these gifts and gratuities and personal gains in regards to our position. We should be very mindful of these things also. We should never solicit gifts. We should never accept gifts or from parents or from teachers because usually they want something in return in regards to soliciting and asking for gifts. Confidentiality is a big thing that we have to make sure that kids' records are kept safe. They must be stored in a very sensitive area where no one can get a hold to. Student information in regards to their IEPs and health history is very important also. Things that are unethical will be misusing the standardized tests and giving kids the answers to certain tests and not abiding by the state and local agreements. Our contracts are very important in regards to ethical and non-ethical issues. Respect for your local contract is very important. This has to be very professional in regards to what we sign up to. Sometimes there are better jobs out there, but if we sign a contract, we should be hold ourselves loyal to that school, that district in regards to what our position may be. Things that are unethical is to abandon a contract. Just because there's more money across the road and you have to sign a contract already, you should be truthful and loyal to that school that gave you an opportunity to teach those kids. So this is important to understand the duties of your contract and also to execute every duty that you have, responsibility you might have as an educator. Legal issues, like I said earlier, student confidentiality, the misuse of funds, due process, certain seizure process, sexual harassment, court punishment. These are things that you see in the news all the time. Teachers have violated these different laws and find themselves in front of the judge. So we got to be very mindful of these things also. Last but not least, some unlawful acts that might cause you to be one who's labeled as not a good teacher would be conviction as a felon, using narcotics or drugs on campus or at school activities, the misuse of public funds, failing to account for certain funds, and also fraudulent requests. Anything we do as an educator, we must be these are some of the issues we're facing as educators in regards to our job and our responsibility. So thank you very much for listening, and hopefully you learned something.